Hello, hello, everybody. Just got started here. 1 second, let me just go ahead and turn all this off. And we're on PHL night this morning on Carentan, Causeway. And what do we think of when we think of Carentan, Causeway? Well, we think of pure artillery death for all sides. And it's no doubt it's going to be a little bit of a bloodbath, I have to imagine. So we are between Chimera and Ocelots, with Chimera on the. Sorry, I gotta fix the labeling up at the top. But it's Ocelots versus Chimera, 49 versus 49 for an HCA official match. Unfortunately, the thumbnail did not work quite, so I'll fix that afterwards. But nonetheless, we are off and ready to go. And everyone is firing over here towards, the middle of the point for Carentan Causeway is just going to be absolutely deadly. It's just going to be absolutely brutal for both sides as they both try to fight over that one single building over the middle of the point. Just looking pretty chaotic. And we take a look at the map spread here. It's going to go Carentan Causeway right in the middle, Dew Bridge up to the north, Madeline Farm over to the bottom left side. And then we have the medium Panther 4 moving slowly down the road right there. And these guys over here in the meat grind squad are just going to be just in a brutal spot. Dr. Osama trying to push up here. Sheldon up here to his top. The explosions are on our cap. Oh, buddies, look at all these trucks, too. We got the tanks for the Allies. Let's see what the Allies are rocking here. We got one Chimera Sherman right there. Greyhound. Got some flamethrower action here from Speff. Speff trying to light it up on fire, and I think he didn't get it in time. Maybe he may have gotten the truck. I'm not too sure. Some meat grind's just going to be pure explosions. But now the trick of this match is how many bodies you dedicate to all over the map on the left and the right. As far as just who's going to be able to sneak through all the little trenches. Madeline Farm is the 4th point. Dew Bridge, like I said, is the 4th point for the Allies. It's going to be very, very tricky, buddies. Very, very tricky. Oh, that's now in the middle, the little pockets of resistance are going to get wiped. As the Axis, though, do have the MG42, so I'm curious to see how much we see as far as the Axis setting up those beautiful MGs and getting great spots. And we see Thundercock down here to the south. Let's go check out Thundercock, everybody. Where's he at? He's over here. Cap progress on almost fully in control of Chimera. Thundercock setting up his MG over here on the little wall, and he's going to be looking out there into the far distance and watching for Chimera. Trying to cross these little ravines, ditches, waterways, flooded fields. Usually MGs on this map gets maybe 70, 80 kills at least. They have a hell of a time. But right now, Chimera is pushing on and about to cap Carentan Causeway in full. Okay, so the first camp does go to Chimera. Going up 3-2 here for this HCA matchup. Once again, I'm your host today, Smithers. Everybody, I play for the competitive PC team Helios. Been the competitive team for 3 years now. Hoping to bring you my 3 years of competitive experience to today's stream. Cortex. The last one surviving off his OP out here in the open. Rocket sails up forward. Oh, and it gets Cortex and it gets the OP. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was a beautiful long-range rocket there. Who did that come from? Was that from Kenny Boy? Could have been from Kenny Boy 97, it looks like. Chimera begins to make their way across the open fields. Ocelot's getting a little bit of contestation there. A garrison spawn wave and artillery usually has a hell of a time on this map, too. Usually get 300, sometimes 400. I'm not sure if we've seen 500, buddies. Not too sure if we've seen 500. But we've seen a lot. We have seen a lot. Crawley getting out as well. Rocking the sniper. Roll right there, trying to monitor Chimera as they try to push across Centurion. Looks like he's making his way now. Garrison network looks really solid for the Ocelots, though. Looking really, really good. Everything is all okay here. They do still have a Luke's Bright surviving right by Carentan Causeway. Okay, so we have Cortex there, Space Alien. So it's slowly pushing up to the point here. Garrison goes warm on the left side. So Chimera has already sneaked down those ditches. Gotta watch those ditches. Gotta watch them. The camp progress will begin a little bit, but as soon as more artillery rounds land and the tanks refocus their fire, the MGs are just going to be spraying all around here. Nobody envies these infantry guys. Nobody envies them. So let's go check a look at the other parts of the map where these guys won't get so much attention. Grumple's out here, looking out at the distance. Okay, so we'll go ahead. In 1 second, everybody. Let me just go ahead and adjust my Discord here, or my stream here real quick. Carentan Causeway starting to see some camp progress. A whole bunch of bodies, some Ocelots trying to make their way up. That Luke's is still alive and inside the hard cap. Adeline Farm looks to be okay. Once again on PHL Knights. Gotta watch out for those airheads going off in the back line. Rocket does maybe get the Luke's. Yes, okay, the Luke's finally gets taken out. On point for the Ocelots. Okay, so they will be getting streaming up here more, but Chimera's going to be able to push out now with that Luke's holding back the infantry on point. Access supplies falling really, really close. They're falling super close right there. Alrighty, 1 second, everybody. Bomberone has been called in to Carentan Causeway. Ocelot's looking to maybe get a little bit of pressure here. Bomberone's going to be going straight north, south to north, and could get a little chunk, Bomberone goes through. Commanding for the Ocelots today is Sanity. Just get a little bit. Once again, we don't know, unfortunately, from the caster side, if they're going to get any garrisons or stuff like that. Let's go in and check on over here, though, buddies. Over here on the far left-hand side, the front door, a Madeline Farm. We have Tech Priestess, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, there's a name you don't see too often. Siri also working their way up here. Gotta be careful. Can I say that or as my phone goes off? got to be careful about that. But these players are responsible for watching these ditches. And, I mean, they don't expect to gain too much ground, as Chimera will dedicate a few bodies over here, and people like Gang with the MG on their side, rocking the top of these roofs, getting these excellent sight lines over into the enemy. And just seeing out there in the distance as far as what all they can take out. So Gang will watch all this territory with that simple rooftop position. And he'll look out towards Madeline Farm, but it'll be super difficult, obviously, for them to push up over there. Bombing run coming on through for Chimera, going through the front line a little bit. They did get a few raspberries, actually. Making their own way to Comrade Caravan. Airborne Kiwi does survive at the very end leg of the bombing run, though. So he's all good to go. Alrighty, so we have, everything looks good to go. I mean, the Ocelot's garrison network is solid. Is very, very solid. Everything looks nice. I mean, they want to be able to have that in-depth garrison here in order to just respond to those backline airheads. And I'm joined by a special guest today, Osiris, buddy. Welcome. Give an introduction to everybody who you are.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Osiris, longtime comp commander for the console community, and coming in here to watch a great game here today on Carentan Causeway on Purple Heart Lane with Smithers. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, Osiris. Yeah, so Osiris comes from the console side, everybody. Remember, some PC players forget that there's a very large and thriving console scene for Hell Let Loose. And what team do you play for, Osiris?
Yeah, I'm commanding for Exodus across, you know, the TPL, the Winter War League, and what just recently ended the Summit League as well.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so another commander, two commanders in the booth today with no doubt plenty of experience to provide some solid commentary here today, buddies.
Yep, more than I probably like to admit as far as how many hours we've probably sunk into this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if I were to look at my split between streaming and playing, what that looks like. Is that at this point it's being streamed a whole bunch lately. Okay, so we do have Ocelots getting a little bit farther ground, and I mean they're holding the lane up here. The garrison network once again looks very, very solid. Both sides are exchanging arty blows down the main road, and the big we have to wait to see how the armor position develops here. It's the big thing we're waiting on, everybody. That's the big thing. I mean, both sides are building up their heavy tanks right now. We got one Tiger down below us. We take a look at the map. We see one Tiger right there, and we're going to see the next Tiger coming up out of middle HQ just very shortly. The other tank crew is ready to grab it. But what are you thinking, Osiris? What do the Ocelots need to do to recap Carentan Causeway?
Well, I'm probably speaking from a console perspective a little bit on this one, but we actually played Merc on this map with pretty much the same point setup, and as Access, we really abused the MG42 suppression mechanic. So I'm not sure if MGs aren't nearly as prevalent compared to the console side, but on this map with as Access, I mean, we just had 6 to 8 MGs just absolutely laying down hate.
Nice.
I think, yeah, we had, I think we counted it up and we had over 75,000 rounds fired on, with MGs, and to just really gain that ground through the fog, using those, you know, those small creek beds, especially the ditches on the west side of the road here. But if it's not something you guys do on the PC side as much, then really it's going to have to be a fantastically coordinated double tank push, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the Ocelots are able to gain that advantage. Let's go ahead and count the MGs though real quick. We have Thundercock down here. That's one. We have Soul Drinker. Nothing like a good old Soul Drinker over on the right-hand side. That's three. So we have three MGs. Looking for maybe a fourth over here somewhere. Manly Farm. Yep, 4 MGs. Tiger gets popped down below us. So they tried to peek down the road, but I think it was a little bit... let's take a look here. Was that Tiger? No, that was a Sherman. What? Holy smokes. Damn. Oh, Sherman got all the way across here. Alrighty. That was surprising. Okay, so we do have a Tiger. The Panzer IV is right there down below us. That was the carcass from before. We do have... so we have 2 Tigers up on the board for the Ocelots. Once again, they're just going to stack armor for a little bit. We're sitting at 200 fuel, 930 manpower, and 701 munitions. Garrison network looks pretty solid still. Everything's good to go. They set up those in-depth garrisons for those of you kind of curious why there's garrisons all the way back here. Well, PHL Knight specifically, I mean, there's plenty of opportunities for airheads to be dropped in the back line. And so Chimera, Ocelot, the Ocelots just want to be able to respond to that as soon as possible. As if an airhead gets out there in the very, very back, it's deadly. None, to say the least. To say the least. Oof. Artillery takes down that HE gun. Round sails into the back right here. Tiger gets a shot. It does have 2 repair stations. Oh, but 2 repair stations are not enough. Oh, man. Damn.
That is...
I thought that was going to be enough, Osiris. Thought that was
I mean, that just set him back because he should be popping encouraged again here shortly, if not already on.
Yeah, I think it's on cooldown, maybe. Yeah,
just that double tank push we were just talking about. It's now you got to wait even longer and hope that your infantry can do something about the enemy 76s. To try to really even out that tank disadvantage at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, we got a long game, hour 9 minutes left to go, so plenty of time to build up some armor. You have 1 Panzer IV working their way, so you're using the free tanks out there. Line looks really solid still. Ocelots have not really bent in any spot. I mean, just lost a little bit of ground in the middle, but that's to be expected. Everything else looks okay. Rocket sails over distance. But these guys out here, Limix Clued, working his way through the trench, trying to crawl a little bit. As he makes his way slowly forward, trying to keep his head down. That's what we see on PHL Knight. Just a whole bunch of plays like this as players are desperate to gain a few meters here, a few meters there, move their OP up just a little bit. And that's what you have to do on maps like this. As opposed to maps like Carentan or SME, SMDM, where you have a lot more coverage all around. PHL is just one of those where even the commander's sanity is actually up on the front line. Looking to get some action himself, monitor the situation. Osiris, have you ever played Infantry Meat Grind on this map by chance?
Competitively, no. But I have spent plenty of time on the wash cycle that is Arty Death. Just, I mean, there's nowhere to go, and especially, I mean, there's just nowhere to go. I don't know. I wanted to give some more insight to that, but really, I think there's 3 lanes really into Carentan Causeway, and then you have the you're flanking, which what we're watching now over for, Aid Station and Pillbox, and I wish these guys nothing but the best of luck gaining any inch on this map.
100%, 100%. I think, I mean, just from what we've seen, at least what I see in the past, I mean, you're going to get a little bit of, I mean, both sides are going to attempt to wrap the flanks because obviously pushing front toward Carentan Causeway is not going to work out usually, unless the other team just gets absolutely overwhelmed. But we're looking for, well, always here on SmithersCast, we have these streams, and really any game, there's always a play. There's always a play that happens. We never know when it's going to happen. Sometimes you can see it sort of developing, but there's always some breakthrough, some OP that gets wiped, some garrison that gets taken out that has a domino effect. And you'll see one side suddenly gain an advantage. So I think in PHL, we're looking for something on the flanks to happen. Either an SL to sneak back here, maybe over there, or maybe an airhead that goes unnoticed in the far, far, far back line. That's, could be it. Go ahead, Osiris.
I was just going to say, to add to that, really, at this point, I think you just have to commit to getting aid station, because that, I mean, unless if you can really wrap all the way around to that northwestern east-west creek bed, riverbed, you really just got to push through aid station and then come in from the east.
Yeah, 100%. We have one body. Aces and Eights has made his way a little bit farther down the river. No, right. Okay, the blueberry disappears. Oh, just like that. Okay, Diesel, no doubt having the time of his life, working away towards the front line with that sniper rifle. Snipers on PHL must be some of the happiest people in the world. Maybe a little bit. What do you think is the best sniper map, Osiris? What do you think they're most happy to play? Stalingrad, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I would... Foy.
Foy, yeah.
You know, any of those massively open maps that really allow them to get into the thick of it while maintaining so many angles.
Yeah, Ace and Ace coming around the corner here, looking to avenge his buddy with the pistol. Diesel comes around. Fuzzy! Fuzzy Sable. Nice effort, though, by Aces and Eights with the pistol with the MG. Oh, but what the grenade gets him anyways. Oh, those little engagements we see on the map. But like you were saying, Osiris, so Stalingrad and any of those open maps, right? I think that's what you were saying.
Yep.
Okay.
I can tell you as the last competitive match that I can tell you that they probably hate Cursed Knight the most. That was absolutely brutal for our... I don't even think we had snipers on the map because you couldn't see anything.
Oh, yeah.
With mid being Yamki and...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we were using him as our flex tank crew, just taking free tanks, trying to provide as much support as they could.
Sorry, 1 second. I was trying to see if there was a... Chimera's known... I think Chimera also does the strafing run precision strike combo. And sometimes they'll do... that.
Oh, yeah. So, yep, it's been 25 minutes.
Yeah. So precision strikes are ready for both sides, everybody. So we'll look to the top left of our screen for the Ocelots to see if they're using the Stuka anywhere, as those could be very valuable. I personally have I've been pretty successful on PHL with Stukas. I mean, the tanks have those fine hedges that they can sit on, where they can be very, very vulnerable to getting just pretty much pinned down by enemy armor, not able to move much where else.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably one. Oh, we do have an airhead. Airhead's coming in. Okay, so Ocelot's launching an airhead into G5. So we'll have to see if Chimera notices that. Does Chimera have any bodies up here yet by chance? Anybody watching the back line? They do not. Mr. Cheese is over here. May have heard that plane go above. Okay, so the airhead's going to be falling way over here in the distance. This may be enough for Ocelots to crack it. Don't see any spawns nearby for Chimera. All right, this could be it, Osiris.
Big plays, big opportunity. Is Blood on the left of this airhead? Is he Yeah, he sees it. He's coming.
Yeah, he's going to have 30 seconds, though. So we may see one spawn away from Ocelots. 101.45. So the first spawn will come in at 101.15. 101.15. That's what we're looking for, everybody.
Yep.
Blood's a little bit far away. He's a little bit... Or blue, I should say. Blue. Oh, we have a Greyhound here. Oh, we have a Greyhound. Oh, the Greyhound will put an end to the fun. Hidden in shadows is right here. Oh, he gets... he gets wedged on the airhead a little bit. Oh, damn. Didn't see the Greyhound. Did you see the... I didn't see the Greyhound. I didn't see that guy.
Just barely once he started coming up to that hedgerow, but...
Yeah. So the kudos to Hidden Shadows for rocking that solo Greyhound in the back line and be able to respond quickly to that airhead and taking it out for Chimera. And we'll keep on going, buddies. Keep on going here. Looks like Chimera's actually made a little bit of progress over here on the right-hand side to get creating this little gap. But once again, a lot of open field, but we'll see if they're able to sneak around any ESLs. Let's go check out the meat grind. See if anything has changed. Oof. Yeah, just, we'll go and get a POV for everybody. Get in the mind of Jared right here. He makes, oh, okay. Saxon was right there to take him out.
That's, that's perfectly timed, this. Let's take a POV of meat grinding.
Oh, man.
Just.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody is jealous of these players, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned the MG suppression mechanic. I mean, I would probably have 3 guns, two down one lane and one down another, just spraying more rounds in their direction that's coming in than compared to what's coming in my direction. Mm-hmm. Trying to really, inch your way up, get the OP moved up in a better position, and just the slow, methodical, inch by inch mentality of just trying to work your way forward.
Yep. Let me just type in chat, let everybody know. There was a 5-minute delay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so under 59 minutes left to go. If you are just joining me today, everybody, or tonight over there in the Oceanic world, today Smithers joined by a commander from the console side, Exodus, who's commanded a few games for Helios. Actually, Exodus, that's a good point. What differences have you noticed so far between PC and console when commanding? What has been tricky, I guess?
Surprisingly, I'm a little uncomfortable with the team speak and having 7 different channels, and not that it's more efficient, or not that it's not more efficient. I'm just so used to what is the chaos of red chat and white chat on the console side that now that I've played a couple of games on the PC side, I'm uncomfortable because I'm comfortable. I can actually communicate with you guys. But it's just so much more coordinated with the communication that I'm a little out of place, because I feel like that I'm not getting as much information from the absolute overload of 20 SLs all in the same comms channel. But no, the speed of the game as well. We've played, what was it? It was Pathfinders and Sin, the 2 games that I played. And you guys are very methodical, it's much more structured as far as how you guys gain ground. And then if you run into a problem, like, what do you guys do to get around your obstacle of trying to cap the next point? It's truly amazing to watch. So props to you guys at Helios for 1, the awesome work that you do, and then 2 for even giving some poor console guy a chance. So thank you so much for throwing my name in that hat, Smith. It's been a blessing.
Oh, no problem, buddy. No problem. It's always good for teams to have good commander depth and everything. Because, I mean, plus you get new opinions on you know, what you're doing, and maybe some commanders can, you know, offer a good different perspective on stuff. So I think it's always solid, very, very solid to do. But you do see a couple of spawns over here in the back line, but that's just recon that has made a way back here. Now, what Ocelots had to be careful of those backline supply drops is recon, of course, for those new players out there, remember, they can't have support in their squad, but they can, the recon squad league can build a garrison. Cortex Alter K, no doubt saw the garrison ping back here. Maybe an OP. I forgot that there was a garrison back here. Could have been. But they're moving back here to find something. Cortex and cannon fodder's just hiding out there in the hedge. Space alien may see him here. And we see the two tigers right here for the Ocelots, trying to time up a double tap. Oh, this is always a beautiful moment to catch on stream.
You talk about things in the console side. I'm actually hoping that I can get the Helios leadership to let me show them the tank palace, the tank rip station palace that we do, and how quickly we're capable of getting it up thanks to our great logistics over at Exodus. But pretty sure when I showed that that tank repair bunker on match start, he about lost his mind.
We always like to see a good double tap here from the Tigers. The Tigers are trying to line it up towards those 76s over there to the top
Here
left.
goes.
Yep. They're moving. We'll try to get a good angle, everybody. Let me see if I can zoom in here real quick and see where those 76s are exactly.
Top left side of yours. A little bit more to your left.
Okay, yep. Okay.
Oh.
They're trying to line it up. 76s are firing just a little bit short. Remember, the rendering issue is a problem, buddies. It is a problem on PHL because they're trying to look out to maybe 500, 600 meters difference. And sometimes those little hedges don't show up correctly. And they'll think the tank is wide open, ready for the taken. But there's a freaking hedge in the way. There's a hedge in the way. We do have a Luke's, though. We do have a Luke's making its way. Looking to maybe be a little distraction. The Luke's is bulldogging it through the openness. Love to see it. This 76 is poking back around, looking for that Luke's to take it out. And no, Luke's keeps on moving. All right, there we go. Let's take it out. Okay, so obviously that airhead attempt up to the top right was taken out, but nothing else is making its made its way into the red sector except for Fox Squad. They have a little tiny bit of space right there, but that's about it. We do have another 76 back here along the bridge. So Chimera having these tanks in way back spots to watch all those different angles in safety. And of course, when we talked about the rendering distance as well, that's what I was kind of referring to. It's sort of like an invisible armor, if you will.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of tankers nowadays just have their lanes memorized. As far as, you know, am I typically looking through an open hedgerow, or am I blasting some wall that I can't see just yet?
Yeah. Bomber run coming through the front line of Madeline Farm. We do have a couple Chimera guys that have made their way up to the front line. Just a couple. Kincaid and Speff have made their way all the way up here. No doubt they're very proud of their achievement. So Kincaid will look to get his OP. It probably has it already up here. Yep, he does, right here behind the building. So they may fill that up here momentarily. Try to get some more bodies front door. We do have a Chimera squad lead, though. 2 squad leads that have made their way through the back line. 3 squad leads. So we may have gotten a garrison up already, but Chimera's looking to put some backline pressure on Madeline Farm. So the precision strike's coming in. This is coming to over here, I think. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Go. Oh, shnikes. Oh, damn. That was way off. Oh. Unfortunately, the commander...
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, he just got some bad intel there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's an RNG miss. That's either a bad ping or a misclick.
Yeah. Okay, so one Tiger does get clapped right there by the 76s out there in the distance. Oh, that precision strike, it could have been a double whammy too, but yeah, it looks like he just got a little bit of a bad ping, and it could have been an issue with the distance or something. It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. As I've only been able to capture one double whammy precision strike on stream. Oh, the other Ocelot's Tiger gets taken out.
No.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, but we do have one more coming up from middle HQ, and it looks like, I mean, they may build some AT guns here.
Yeah, they're gonna need to. I mean, I mean, I know there's 50 minutes left, but you know, thinking big picture here, you know, they have 2 to 3 heavies on the field now. They probably are gonna have one spawn here in HQ ready to go, and they're gonna have enough fuel to where they'll be more than capable of calling in another one. Well, the Ocelots here have to really, really try to level the playing field while their armor gets built up for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, they got to maybe see some big. I mean, they do have the Panzerschreck on their side, but these 76s obviously won't be able to be pinned for the front. So we'll have to see what kind of AT plays are able to make up all this. But we do have the Allied tanks here pushing right front door. Take out the AT gun. I think we have the other 76 pushing over to our right. So Chimera's getting ready for the push. We may see the airhead called in here momentarily, everybody. Tyler of Shire, though. Tyler of Shire? He has the AT kit? He's putting a bandage on. Did he get a satchel on this puppy? I don't think so. No satchel. Song guide, though. Hiding down below. Tyler Shire did get taken out, so there's no more AT watching them in the back line. Front line of Madeline Farms slowly starting to get squeezed. Able squad, though, could have a nice OP. I'm not going to say the game name, but because my phone will go off again. But Siri right here. Oh, I said it. Okay. Hot Glass and Troop Herd.
That is hilarious. So I was wondering, because I think I heard you say, "Oh, my phone just went off." Didn't dawn on me. I'm like, why is this phone on?
Yeah. Nice name there, buddy. Nice name to help out streamers.
Like that old Xbox commercial when the Kinect came out and they said Xbox party off or party on or whatever, and it turned on their consoles.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. All right, so Ocelots have bent a little bit here in the middle. They do have some Chimera infestation in the back line, but they're bringing us some tanks to wipe it out from the defense. They're looking to be okay. They just got to be, obviously, these two, now 3 76s, I think, front door. We have one over here. I thought there was one up here. Was there not? Unless he pushed back. Unless that was the one that pushed back. Yeah, I think that was the one that pushed back over here. Maybe.
Here we are.
Yeah, okay. So Chimera is threatening. They don't have enough yet, though, without infantry support to capitalize on this fully. No airhead, as far as we know, has been called in. Been listening for that low droning sound. But Chimera's all over the back line. But Ocelots seem to be responding pretty well. And remember, everybody, for those new players out there, it is 100 meters to lock the garrison if Chimera did get one up. So we have a Panzer IV and a Tiger that are well in position back here to lock it. So Chimera won't be able to fully commit. We do see El Jefe rocking the AT kit. Curls coming around with the rifle. Rifleman loadout. So Chimera is threatening, but Ocelots are attacking. But Chimera is gaining a whole bunch of map control. Roger Squad sticking out there in the far right. Guerdon is waiting for his moment to maybe sneak into the red sector while Chimera pushes all the way in. Go ahead, Osiris.
No, I was going to say they just completely lost that entire grid. I mean, nothing. I mean, it was like maybe 2 minutes ago that you looked at this map and they had garrisons, at least on both flanks, and now Ocelots are in big trouble here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're pushing out from the middle here to reestablish this a little bit, but Chimera is all over, just causing a whole bunch of problems, causing bodies to be pulled back from all over the map. Airhead plane has just been called in. Remember, that's the low droning sound of the airhead, everybody. We're looking up to the sky, looking to see if we see it. There it is. There it is. It's coming over here to the corner. And we see a counter airhead, actually. 2 airheads going off at once. Ocelot's calling one in Chimera. But it looks like the
Go
ahead, go ahead.
I like it. I like it. You know.
All right, so Ocelots, they notice is definitely ENS is coming over here. He's going to be able to, yeah, he has his eyes directly on the airhead. He may put a satchel down, possibly, just to be safe, because players always watch out for the bomb. He runs straight for one combo. Airhead falls, or the satchel gets placed just in case. Fantastic play by ENS, just to make sure everything's okay, and he'll dismantle his own satchel and put it back in his back pocket like nothing ever happened. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Good heads-up play there, just in case there was a straight from the bomber run combo. But the Ocelots are threatening Carentan Causeway with the airhead of their own. Let's go and fly over here and see if this has a chance. We do have tons of Chimera back here. Bomber run coming through. Chimera's running out of the way. Gets a couple of them. The MG on the roof gets taken out. 2, Mr. Cheesecake. Where's his airhead landing? Did they already get taken out? Oh, yeah, they did. Okay. No more airhead. Okay. But Chimera does still have a few bodies back here on defense, of course. DV, Bluey, Mr. Cheesecake, all want to the point. Okay, so after all that, I think the situation looks a little bit better for the Ocelots. They lost a ton of map control, but they've solidified this area, which is obviously super important. And they still have... Oh, Roger's squad has snuck on! All right, Osiris. If you're commanding on Ocelots, what are you telling Roger's squad to do right now, buddy? What are you telling him to do? Or if you're Roger's squad, what are you doing?
I mean, do not fire your weapon unless fired upon, that's for sure. Really, he's going to have to try to get back to the northeastern part of the river where it forks off and curves back into Carentan Causeway. And probably going to tell him to put his OP down right outside of the...
We have precision.
Here we go.
Yep. Let's see if it's it. No! It's just a meter off. Oh, man. Look at that. There's a little shell hole right there. Or the little impact. Oh, damn. All right, go on, Osiris, buddy.
Yeah, no, just wrapping up the point, though, is I'm going to want him to get his OP down in grid G5 keypad 7, just outside of the 4 cap sector. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so somewhere up in that area, at least have him go in with a full 6 stack. Probably tell him, anybody that joins the squad, hey, bring your smokes, bring your grenades, as many throwables as possible, and because as soon as you step into that 4 grid cap and put chevrons on the defensive counter for the axis, they're gonna flare you, they're gonna find you, so you're gonna need as much firepower and as much chaos as possible. And potentially try to tie that into the next airhead in about 8 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. All very, very solid points. Oh, he did get spotted. Okay, so no more Roger squad over there, but Charlie squad has made his way over there. Looking to maybe put down that blue zone garrison so they continue to leak SLs into the red sector. But Ocelots, it did look scary for them with all those Chimera players in the back line, but they have cleaned it up a little bit. Everything's looking generally okay. They just obviously lost a lot of map control, but that's a sacrifice you have to make in order to obviously save your 4th point, as you don't want to go down 1-4 on PHL. You don't want that to happen. One Tiger gets clamped back here by this garrison, looks like. I think Chimera is winning the armor battle. Another tank gets taken out. I think that was the P4. Yes, it was. Okay, so P4 and a Tiger both get taken out. But Chimera did lose a couple, a 76, 176 at least right there. Look at all these tank carcasses. Oh my gosh. We have 176 right there. We do have a Stewie. Stewie action, of course, always welcomed here on SmithersCast. Stewie's bull, and it's rushing up here to the point. Looking to cause a little bit of chaos. Plenty of OPs that could wipe. Donut and Rum working their way up around here. Oh, they get the garrison. No AT. No AT in sight. They're probably calling it in right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's insane. That is insane that a Stewart has made it that far.
Yeah, we do have Heavy working his way up here with the rockets, probably. Going across the river, looking to jump there. Looking to jump, looking to get across. Does get across. Stewie's backing his booty up. One rocket goes in. Heavy's looking to finish it off here. Stewie's going back, going back, going back. Oh, no.
No, what a pop.
Oh, there comes a rocket in there from Truebird to wipe him. Alrighty. Okay, so that'll be okay for right now, but the Chimera tanks are waiting for... This could be their next push. It looks like we have some more bodies being dedicated front line. Looking at the map situation, that middle is starting to fold just a little bit. We have the garrison going up on the far right-hand side. We have a recon vehicle and a supply truck. So the recon vehicle is escorting the supply truck. It looks like bomber run has been called in. This is a Chimera bomber run, I think, going over the front line. Yep, sure is. And it looks like it's going to get one Proctologia. Nope, no, doesn't. No, looks like it's going to go end up 0. But it may have gotten. No, that didn't get the Gary. Okay. And the meat grind. Strafer run comes in. I think it got a couple. Down below us. Transport truck has gotten taken out. So has the... Oh no, the Puma's right there. Supply truck still alive. Okay. Working their way slowly up here. Madeline Farm goes contested, buddies. Goes contested. .76, 276 is now right front door, Madeline. Tyler Shire gets one rocket into the side. Do we have any armor coming up for the Ocelots? No, we do not. No armor's up on the board for the Ocelots right now. We're at 590 fuel. We'll see the next Tiger in about 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't even see any AT guns north of their 5th point on the opposite riverbank.
Yeah, nothing.
As well. In like in grid like Charlie 8, or even right there at the end of the river at Delta 8.
Yeah.
Any AT guns that might be able to provide another lane of fire.
So it's gonna come.
Sorry, go ahead. My apologies to step on you.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, Chimera just literally coming right down the front door with 2 heavies, lots of firepower. You know, at this point, with how well they've done a fantastic job pushing into this, you know, now you got Artie being added to the mix. Artie not having to be defensive, can get more offensive with, and they're gonna stepping stone their way right in a perfectly coordinated Artie double tank infantry push. It's his textbook play.
Yeah, this looks really, really good. We have 376s now right front door, Madeline Farm. And unless the Ocelots have some amazing anti-tank plays here, I don't see this one working out. No AT guns yet on the map. I mean, we would have to see some amazing Panzerschreck Katusha strikes, essentially, here on these 76s. Yeah. Chimera now getting towards a 75% cap. Crawley over there looking to get maybe one satchel on. The 76 is going to try to take a dive across the little bridge. Rocket sails on over. Crawley trying to get the satchel on. Does he get it? No, he doesn't.
How did he just not get... How did Crawley not die there, and then the next guy did when a rocket hit the tank? Baffling.
Yeah.
It's just completely dumbfounded by that. Like,
yeah, that
the
was...
first guy just ate it.
Yeah, I was expecting Crawley to get taken out as well, but yeah, he survived that one rocket round. 76 over here to the left, looking to just pull infantry away. And meanwhile, Chimera is flooding the hard cap, and it looks like they're going to take this and go up 4-1. 36 minutes left to go, everybody. Fifth point is Crossroads over there to the bottom left. And we'll see here if Chimera has anything set up for a fifth point. No, they do not. No, they do not. So the Ocelots have 36 minutes to make something happen. One Tiger, I mean, the big thing right now probably is to conserve their armor as much as possible. And just wait till you at least have 2 or 3 heavies up on the board so you can try to get some double taps. But of course, all that is easier said and done. As it was armor. Oh, we do have the Puma sneaking around the back line. Two-man Puma. 76ers are pushing up. Once again, blasting everything around them to create some space. Puma is back here. Takes out the AT gun. I think they've already noticed Exile. Yeah, okay, I was going to say if they aren't noticed, but Exile, though, fires a rocket and sinks it. All right, so no more backline Puma stuff. And now the Ocelots are trying to force their way. Remember, you can't cross the river over here, everybody. That is too deep for infantry. So you can merely sit across and watch everything go on. Sheldon rocking the sniper role over here. Redeploys. Recon plane going up over Madeline Bridge. Ocelot's infantry obviously just trying to make their way up through all this openness, but these tanks for a Chimera are going to be able to shut them down for the most part. Although this Tiger could be the one that helps save it. If it's able to get some good angles here on these 76s. And I think the Precision Strike is ready. I think their Stuka is ready, you think, Osiris? I think it's off cooldown. If I remember correctly.
I'm not going to lie. I did not catch the time when the last one was used. I felt like it was probably right around 15 to 20 minutes ago. So at most, I'd say we got about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah. If it's not already on the cooldown. Or off cooldown, I guess you should say.
Oh, they try to make it across, but 176 does go in the river. Oh, and a bomber run's actually coming over these 2 heavies. Looks like that one heavy will get on it. Go ahead, buddy.
I think you need one of those sad trumpet soundboard.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Bomber run goes on through. And what's funny is that tank's going to show up on recon. They're going to think they have 3 heavies to deal with.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, this one's right in the river. All right, so we have Hidden in Shadows repairing that tank. The other 76 is pushing on forward. Oh, so you have 3 76s actually that are still alive. That was the 4th 76. Oh, so Chimera is sitting nice, fat, and healthy with armor right now. Dead Man's looking to make a play. They may try a front door push with 4 76s. Why not? And all this ground to give. Dead Man's trying to... Nope. Maybe not. Maybe not. No satchel been placed. Okay, so the Chimera crew will get out, try to repair their heavy. Map situation. They're gaining a little bit of ground middle, just a little bit. Rocket comes on forward from Tyler Shire from the side and able to take out that 76. Okay, so we're down to 1, 2 active 76s, I believe. Yeah, okay, 2 active 76s. Third one's in the river, like we mentioned before.
someone from Chimera is going to screenshot that as soon as this match is over and your stream is up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we'll go on over here to the right side. Everybody check out Meek Rind. See Crawley, Fuzzy, Grumple, all pushing on up here. Madeline Farm, once again, all this sector pressure that's going in right now. Pretty much the entire Ocelots team. Actually, no. Okay, we still have a decent chunk over here that's not in sector. But they are all pushing on forward there and causing that cap progress to come in. So Chimera, no doubt, will have to reallocate some bodies back to the hard cap just to offset that. But we'll monitor the cap pressure, see if it gets over 50%. Oh, artillery just wipes all those guys right there. Remember, if you're curious about the Chimera side of streaming, go in and check out Icon's stream. So he is streaming from their side, buddies. So Icon, a member of Helios, solid member. Just, play with him on defense. Excellent backup buddy on defense. Troubled. Oh, Centurion jumps out of the building, goes to the other one. May see a satchel get placed by Trouble here in a moment, but we'll get lost inside the building, so I'm not going to go inside of there. But Trouble takes out Diesel. Take a look here. We have Roger Squad. Guerdon is also making his way around once again. Have a couple bodies in the back line, couple AT guys. Maybe looking to get some mines on the road, and then of course looking for those tanks to satchel as they try to move up. Rocket sails into the back of the 76 right here from Mathieu. Another rocket. 76 will continue to burn. There is explosive ammo there, actually. I just noticed that.
Yep.
Don't think he'll be able to get to it, though. Troubled still holding the building right here. Go check out the front door. See how the progress... I mean, they're getting closer to Madeline Farm. They have made their way up the river a little bit more. Or these little ravines, or whatever you want to call these, ditches. Chimera dedicating some more bodies back here to help hold these lanes. Yeah, okay, so Chimera called enough bodies back here to hold this. One Tiger, though, has made its way real close. Where's this Tiger at? Oh, it's right here. Okay, there we go. I wonder if they're wondering if that 76 shows up on flare right there that's in the river.
Yeah. Got a precision and all has a strafe. Never mind.
Yeah, straight. It's tough. I don't think there is a difference in the sound. I mean, there's not a difference in the sound, I think, till the very last second when you hear both those planes come in. As from a distance, it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, and how unfortunate it would be that if he hits that precision, but it's only on the on the tank that's in the water on a bridge.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that would suck. You see, you get a tank kill, but then you see it later on stream, like, oh, damn it. And now the Tiger probably sees it like, oh, there's the tank that shows up on recon. But the Ocelots are getting some cap pressure here, everybody.
Yeah.
27 minutes left, and they're almost at over 75% now. Chimera... The Tiger right there is commanding this open approach here to Madeline Farm. And Ocelots may just say, screw it, get everybody inside the sector. As this is, you only get so many chances as a team to recap before the enemy team smartens up and they're like, hey, we need this many bodies over here, this many bodies over there. And you lose your chance. But in this case, Ocelots Can they get it back? We're almost there, buddies. 99 and... Alrighty. Ocelot recap on PHL. All right. 2-3 now. I'll admit, Osiris, I didn't expect that.
No, not especially with with it being crossroads.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that riverbank right there just cuts off all they. Yeah, that's very, very well done to the Ocelots. That's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, congrats to the Ocelots, buddies. Going up here coming back 2-3, and now we have plenty of time to work with here for something magical to happen in the back line as they work to regain all this ground. Meat grind is getting reestablished. We'll see a whole bunch of garrisons pop up over here over the next 5 to 10 minutes. And then it looks like we have a supply drop coming over to the east. Roger Squad working over the way there. Roger Squad, though, buddy, I would, if I could talk to you right now, I would tell you to get a garrison over here in the red zone while you're there. Yeah, it's just to plop something down. Drewbird here looking to maybe get himself a nice little 76 takedown. No, maybe not. Gonna leave that tank at the river.
Yeah, when they only had their final point as a commander, I might have pre-dropped some supplies.
Oh yeah,
out there to the east, in hopes that you get something going.
2 tigers right here are burning a little bit. 1 tiger. Oh, they wreck. Oh, they wreck. Oh no, they don't. Okay, another one gets it. Another 76 gets it. Ocelots do lose 1 tiger here. They have a Panzer IV coming up, and they'll have enough fuel for another tiger here in about 3 minutes, everybody. Looking for 3 to 4 minutes for the next tiger. Okay, but 25 minutes. You have time, buddy. You have time. We do have a recon vehicle working their way to the back line. 2 people in that recon vehicle. Roger Squad over there in the far flank. Let's go check the back line for the Ocelots. Or check the back line for Chimera. See if they have anybody watching back here. Oh, yeah, they got a whole bunch. Oh, they got a whole bunch over here. Oh, man, these guys are going to get surrounded. Oh, Carentan. Do you think he has any chance?
I mean, wishful thinking, yes. But Blood is really just chasing him down right now. Yep, and he's not looking. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, his OP just went up. Yeah, Blood's gonna find him here in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you heard the foot squeaks. The shoes in the water. Oh, it takes him out over the back. Oh, go ahead. Okay, so Roger Squad's OP is nowhere on the map. It looks
gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so the Puma will be going back there, and they'll have to start from square one again. But we got some Wadleys moving over there to the left. Chimera, though, calling a whole bunch of bodies back on defense just in case. And not letting anything crazy happen to the back line.
With how much time is left on the game, the Ocelots are going to have to start doing some things that are a little bit more on the desperate side. You know, stack a couple squad leaders inside of a Greyhound and see if you can get them in the back, back lines of Chimera, or airhead bombing run on point. With their armor disadvantage and having to cap mid all in the next 20 minutes, it's a pretty tall task for the Ocelots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is where you have to be sort of realistic as a team. Or you have to start thinking about, okay, what is the realistic scenario is where we cap? Is it come down to a 3-tiger push right down the middle? We just have to give it a go, even though we may lose a tiger in the process. Maybe 2 tigers, but if we're able to get something in the hard cap just to make space for the infantry. We have 2 76s right here. We could see a Stuka strike on them. I think it's pretty sure the Stuka is off cooldown, everybody. But the Stuka is so tricky. I mean, sometimes you see a round land right in the middle here, and it'll take out a 76. Other times it doesn't. It's so... There's no, I think, exact recipe. That's where it gets just a little bit tricky. Go ahead, buddy.
I was going to ask you, do you have any idea what... I know on the roadmap from the devs over at T17, they were talking about... revamping the precision strike to include armor play, but the precision strike in general. Have you heard anything, or do you have any idea, like a cooldown, the explosion radius? Because as you mentioned, I think, I mean, shoot, when we played Sin on Carentan, I don't think I could have parked a precision strike any closer without actually killing a tank. So I'd really like to see them kind of update that. But have you heard anything in regards to what the devs are thinking?
I honestly have not. I mean, that's one thing I'm super curious about as well, because with the 25-minute cooldown, 250 munitions, you think you would have increase the percentage chance of the AoE. I think the main thing that needs to be is the AoE effect. I think that has to be changed a little bit. I mean, but it's kind of like a fight in my mind a little bit, or a tussle with myself, because the Stuka, when it lands, it's that one singular, was it the 250 kilogram bomb or something like that? I forgot what it is, but in theory, yeah, it's supposed to be landing on top of the tank, and the tank moves, then okay, yeah, it's not going to take it out. But the AoE effect, I don't know. It's almost as if you can almost get two Stukas or something. How they kind of have two planes for the precision strike that drop two bombs. So you almost need two Stukas to cover a little bit larger radius in case the tank backs up out of that one little singular spot. I think that could be something to help offset it, because oftentimes you do see the two planes from the two P-47s come in, and one bomb will hit the tank and take it out, the other bomb will land a little bit farther away, but still you are a little bit more successful. So it almost needs to be maybe two Stukas. I think that would help it out a little bit. And then increase the AoE just maybe a smidgen, so it doesn't have to land exactly on top of the turret in order to take it out.
Yeah.
I think that would help.
I'd like to also see it, because, you made a comment about, it feels so much better though when you hit these as a commander.
Oh yeah,
especially because that is that's our Super Bowl as far as getting kills, and their importance of them is the P strike. I think I'd also like to see it down to maybe a 15-minute timer. I don't necessarily want it every 10, but there's got to be a happy medium as well, as far as, you only get at most 3 a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be nice. 15 minutes, I think, would be a good. Yeah, it'd be just because, Commander. It would also encourage more people to play Commander as well. I think Commander is probably one of the most least played roles. Plus, there's obviously the management responsibility. Bomber run coming in. Actually, this would be a Chimera bomber run. I think going over here, right over the meat grind. Let's take a look. No, going over Madeline Farm. Going over here to the front line. 19 minutes left to go. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I want to say what you just said is exactly how I ended up getting pigeonholed into commanding. Was nobody ever wanted to play it, and I got tired of people complaining about it. And then also myself complaining, playing in those early pub lobbies of my Hell Let Loose experience, and not having any garrisons on the map. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'll do it. Here I am. 3 years later, probably 3,500 hours of my life and countless nights on Discord, running clans and doing all the crazy stuff that this game has to offer on the back end. And now backing you up over at Helios, so I feel like I've won as far as being able to command, and not only that, but get to have someone like yourself to really pick each other's brains about what to do, what we're doing, angles, gaining ground, map control, and all that. So thanks for having me one more time. I really do appreciate it, Smithers.
Yeah, for sure. So we saw an airhead come around in the back line for Chimera, so that does land successfully, and it could spawn within the next 15 seconds or so, buddies. Ocelots have nobody near. Chimera ran a insurance policy strafer run over it. And we have the nearest body is repurposed, but you think he's going to be a little bit too late. Chimera spawn wave does come in. Centurion, blue laner, cannon fodder, and Pateau. And a counter airhead comes in from the Ocelots over there to the top northeast. I love this airhead, counter airhead. Oceanic teams thinking alike right now. Chimera guns down, or this Bateau guns down, repurposed right there. And so remember, this Chimera airhead is way back here, buddies. Way back here, so we have to see if they fully commit to this. Another spawn wave. You got a decent little chunk. Nice little chunk right here. How many squad leads do we have? We have 1, 2 squad leads, 3 in our screen right here in the immediate vicinity.
I think they're going to come off that airhead and relay back up into red jet that airhead is open for business.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a precision coming in on this Tiger right here. Possibly. Nope, nope. It's going over here. Let's take a look. Did it get anything? Oh, it did. It did get the Tiger. Over here, there was watching the middle of meat grind. All right, so the commander for Chimera does get one. Does get one right there. We have track spawned into the back right. All right, so the airhead did get taken out for the Ocelots. The Puma did get lodged in the river, fortunately.
No.
Yeah, they tried to make a quick play there across, but it did not work out for them. Okay, so we have Roger Squad Guerdon trying to make his way once again. We have a half-track play, so we're down to 15 minutes. This is what we're talking about, Osiris, earlier with the desperate times call for desperate measures. You usually don't see half-track spawned as armor needs every ounce of fuel they can get. But in this case, Commander Sanity saying, hey, let's get this rocket rolling here. Jared's working his way up on the border. Is going to try to remain as quiet as possible. We're not going to go over there and jinx him, though. We're not going to go over there and jinx him. I feel like that happens too often.
Yeah, with there only being 14 minutes left, I mean, accounting for travel time trying to get up there, so they'd have 8 minutes to spawn another heavy, and with them having less than 100 fuel, well, now 150 because the timer kicked over, they're not going to be able to pull out another heavy in time to actually join the fight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's a thing that some newer teams forget. I mean, especially like you mentioned with the half track, you have that 60-second spawn timer on it. It isn't 30 seconds, not 40 seconds. It's 60 seconds. So when you're coming towards the end of the game, you got to keep that in mind to say, hey, it's going to take 5 minutes to drive up there, 60 seconds to spawn. So you got to keep in mind all that time it takes to get the half track in position. And some teams spawn half tracks too late, and you see him driving up, and you on stream you go, ah, damn, buddy, that's way too late. Gus get over here, looking to get an angle. Nope, gets taken out.
Well, especially when it gets in the way of getting a heavy. You know, they just burned all that fuel, and now instead of getting a heavy tank in 5 minutes, that's early enough, you know, so that would have been right around the 8-9 minute mark, to then have 5 minutes to join one last push, or, you know, some sort of desperation. And some, I mean, that half track I really think was absolutely misplaced on that call in.
Yeah, so the half track gets taken out over here on the right. Roger Squad, though, has made his way across, so that's going to be, but the Chimera is dissecting every inch of ground on the back line and making sure that the Ocelots do not have any chance to get anything going back here. So kudos to the Chimera defense for not allowing anything crazy. I mean, look at these guys. Low Fat Cracker, Slim K, 13. Cannon fodder, all patrolling back here, every nook and cranny, to make sure that nothing crazy goes on, and that Ocelots, if they're going to retake Madeline, or if they're going to retake Carentan Causeway, it's going to have to come from the front door or some other crazy play. So kudos to these Chimera guys back here. It isn't the most exciting job, but somebody has to do it. And they are hunting down every Ocelot's attempt. We do have Roger Squad's OPs over here on the border. Bombing run's coming front door. Madeline Farm to help offset the pressure. We'll go check on that here in a moment, buddies. We do have one spawn wave that has gotten in Space Alien. Tech Priestess, Soul Drinker, dropping supplies right there. Roger Squad trying to get to a safe spot to stay alive. Because I mean, he knows that this is most likely his last attempt with under 12 minutes left. As Chimera is looking all over for any penetration. Okay, so we'll go take a look. We'll see how that develops via the map. We'll go back to the front line of Madeline Farm, see what Chimera has going on over here. So once again, the armor is being committed here to the front line. Bottom left there, we do have a 76. Over here to the right, I think we have another 76. Yes, we do. Donuts in the gun, firing off towards the point. Roger Squad still alive. 3 repairs now going on. Chimera's threatening, but the Ocelots are holding on. Seven core hidden shadows. Kincaid over here on the left side with just trying to move up here a little bit behind the dead tank guard. So not enough here to overwhelm the Ocelot's defense, but it is beginning to, I think, bend a little bit. Camp progress begins on 4th point. Artillery round neutralizes a decent chunk right there. Point goes to contested. How are we looking? Oh, no. Oh, Roger Squad got taken out. Damn. Hate to see it for the Ocelots. Hate to see it.
Yeah, they've also lost that entire grid as well. 7 grid is gone.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a couple OPs. We'll look to get maybe one more garrison here in time. Maybe Able Squad will be able to get it. As it's going to be across the mini river, not the large river. Under 10 minutes left to go. It's going to take a miracle here for the Ocelots to be able to get something in position for Carentan Causeway. So Roger Squad is going to give it another go. We may see a Jeep spawned in. I don't know. But Chimera is all over the back line. Once again, their backline security, top notch, top notch. Oof. Tango Fool almost gets a nice rocket there, a nice long range rocket. Just barely misses. .176 in the hard cap here on Madeline Farm. We have Bean. It's making his way closer, but Bean is the assault rifleman, so he does not have... or wait, hold on. What's support rifleman, right? That's the role. I always get that little symbol confused.
Yeah, that should be automatic rifleman.
Oh, automatic rifleman. That's right. That's right. So we have 276s for Chimera inside the hard cap, and they're looking really, really good. They're out of Stukas, unfortunately. So there's nothing really they can do about those. As far as armor goes, they did use the fuel for the half track, obviously, when they just tried to make a play happen. But now Chimera tanks have pushed on up here. We see a couple 1AT gun over there, plenty of mines on the road, but no other armor in play right now. Roger Squad trying to make their way over to the far right. Under 8 minutes left to go. Under 8 minutes left to go, and it looks like Chimera will cap Madeline Farm. Looking really, really good for them. Ocelot's pushing up the ditches, though. And it looks like Chimera will go up 4-1 again here today. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All Alrighty, so Ocelot's down here. They have a really good front line established, but the Chimera tanks are in very, very good positions right now to dominate all this open field and everything. Roger Scott over there on the farm.
Last time they lost farm, they didn't have Chimera didn't have their armor support on point this time around. So this is I mean, I don't want to call GGs because you never know, but
yeah, you never know. We'll have to have to see here. Maybe Ocelots will have something up their sleeve, but yeah, I think last time, the Chimera tanks did get taken out a little bit more that the Ocelots capped when the Ocelots capped. But now, Chimera tanks, I think, are going to be playing a little bit more conservatively, knowing that, hey, we just got to hold for a few more minutes. And we'll be all good, buddies. We have how many 76s we have? We have 1, 2, 3. I think they're going to avoid that bridge this time.
Yeah.
I think they will avoid that bridge. Okay, so 3 heavies up on the board for the Allies. Plenty of good spawns around. Ocelots, though, are all in the sector. That's the thing. I mean, the sector pressure is pretty crazy. So Chimera can't dedicate too much out here. And remember, all this over here, buddies, counts as sector pressure as well. This little triangle on sector portion. Even though we have this big river dividing it. Five minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Able Squad's going to make their way possibly up to Carentan Causeway just in case a miracle does happen. Which they do, which they can happen. Minutes, 50 seconds. Ocelot's trying to move around just a little bit to get a little pressure. I mean, you almost want to think that they'll keep everybody in sector and just allow Chimera to gain this little bit of ground and maybe to buy them a little bit of time. But we're still controlling the flanks over here a little bit. Ocelot's trying to push. They're actually making some ground, to be honest. Actually making a little bit of ground.
yeah, they really, all those bodies that are outside of the caps, cap grid sector really need to be on the inside.
276 is controlling all this open field, though. We have one Tiger that's making their way up here. Just trying to make the little bit difference, so maybe they have a chance to recap Madeline Farm. Plenty of OPs in the area. A T-gun across the riverbank. So with under 4 minutes left to go, everybody, the result will either be 5-0, 3-2, or 3-2 for Chimera, or 4-1. Just have to wait and see how this last push goes here. With a minute and a half before everything is decided for sure. And now,
a huge shout out to Chimera, just with their disciplined play, especially with their armor. Their armor coordination was truly a great showing. So, kudos to Chimera Armor and all their leadership.
Yeah, very, very solid play. Very, very solid play. Chimera's beginning to push forward here. Front door now with under pretty much the 2-minute mark to cap Madeline Farm, everybody. We will see Chimera get a little bit aggressive with their armor. They know they're playing with house money. They won the match. Now it's just all about, hey, will we win, like I mentioned before, 5-0, 4-1, or 3-2? Airhead called in from the Ocelots on Madeline Farm. We have a lone man 76 and a 3-man 76. Pushing on forward to the last point here, seeing if they can make some magic happen. Flares being popped here. 76 is stroll on forward into the sector here. I think any second. Oh, they're right on the border. Tiger takes one round in it. Fires back. But the 76 is going to win that duel unless the Tiger can dive behind the carcass. Oh! Not quite in time. Not quite in time. And 3, 2, 1. That will be it, buddies. Alrighty, so Chimera will take the victory here today. 4-1 on PHL night for this HCA 49 versus 49 matchup. And so Chimera will move on to the next bracket. I didn't have a chance to look at that beforehand, but they will keep going here. And we'll see who I think their winner. A lot of seeing the HCA. A lot of matches are this on Sunday. There are a lot of European teams, and Sunday around the 1 p.m. Central mark, or around evening time European, is one of the most popular game times in Helios for competitive league. So a whole bunch of the next round will pretty much be decided by this evening, American time, Central, U.S. Eastern evening, and we'll see who moves on. So what did you think, Osiris? What did you think of the match?
Very typical, it's Purple Heart Lane. And that's not gonna. Don't think I'm taking shots at anybody, but it's just inch by inch by inch by inch by inch by inch, and it really comes down to you gotta win your gunfights and control the lanes of travel. That was a very textbook example of Purple Heart Lane play, and like I said, big shout out to Chimera Armor. And the coordination you guys did with your combined arms forces was great. So, overall, good game. Happy to be here, and thanks for having me, Smithers, as always.
Yeah, for sure thing, Osiris. For me, I'll give my kudos to the Chimera defensive squads for being back there and not allowing any Ocelot member to get into the back line and set up any red zone action. They hunted down every attempt ruthlessly, taking out every little penetration. So nice job to the Chimera defense, holding the line back there and allowing the front door action to continue uninterrupted. Was very, very solid, buddies. Very, very solid. We'll go ahead and give commends to the commander, rocking 715 CE for the match. So that is very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining Osiris and I here today for this HCA matchup. And once again, Chimera taking the victory here today, 4-1 over the Ocelots, and moving on to the next round. All right, everybody. Well, we got one more stream left today. That'll be the 1:30 p.m. for Taco versus Legion on SMDN with Pierce Farm as a midpoint for the Summit Grand Finale. For those of you on the PC side, Summit is the PC version of Seasonals, essentially. And so is the grand tournament where the very best of console side compete one another to see who will be crowned champion. So I'll hopefully see you later today. And of course, have a good one, buddy. See you next time.